You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. Somewhere deep within you, there is a quiet part of your soul that has been searching for guidance, searching for reassurance, searching for hope. Maybe you've been whispering silent prayers in the dark, or simply yearning for confirmation that what you've been waiting for is not only possible, but already on its way. That inner voice, that subtle sense of knowing, you've been listening to it, whether consciously or unconsciously, and here you are. That in itself is alignment. That in itself is a signal that the universe is speaking to you. You are not alone, not in your sleepless nights, not in moments when you feel overlooked, unheard, or misunderstood. Not even when life feels like it is testing you beyond what you think you can endure. There is a rhythm behind it all, a flow, a pattern, a hidden architecture to life itself. The universe moves in cycles. It has seasons, and each season comes with its own lessons, its own challenges, and its own opportunities. And when you start to recognize these patterns, you realize something extraordinary. Your struggles were never wasted. Every delay, every disappointment, every moment that felt unbearable was not a punishment. It was part of the design of your growth. If you've been noticing subtle signs, little coincidences, a quiet feeling of peace, a phrase you keep hearing, or a person who seems to appear just at the right time, pay attention. These seemingly small moments may be the confirmation your heart has been waiting for. They may be whispers from the universe, guiding you gently toward what is coming. Have you ever noticed how life often feels heaviest right before something changes? It's almost as if life piles everything on all at once. Bills arrive in stacks, responsibilities multiply, relationships feel strained, and every step forward seems to be met with resistance. That season, the one where you feel like you are juggling too much and losing hold of half of it, is not a mistake. It is a precursor to a breakthrough. Many people look at this period and assume it means they are cursed, that life is unfair, or that the universe has forgotten them. But in truth, it is almost always the opposite. That weight, that pressure, is evidence that you are closer to transformation than you realize. Real change does not happen in periods of comfort. Growth rarely comes when life is easy. True transformation often arises after extended stretches of pressure, stress, and testing. It is in those moments when every part of you is stretched beyond its limits that new strength is forged. Think of it like the final steps of a marathon. Every muscle aches, every breath feels heavy, every joint seems ready to give out. Yet those last few steps, as painful as they are, carry you to the finish line. The difficulty is not punishment. It is proof that you are nearly there, that you are almost ready to step into a new chapter of life. Consider a storm at night. Rain pounds against your windows. Thunder shakes the walls. Lightning splits the sky. You wonder if the storm will ever end. You feel trapped, anxious, exhausted. And yet, if you wait, dawn always arrives. Light slips beneath the cracks of your room. The storm dissipates. Everything looks the same on the surface, yet the world has changed. Storms, in life as in nature, are not meant to destroy. They are meant to prepare, cleanse, and rearrange. They clear the air, water the earth, and shift currents that you cannot yet see. In the same way, the chaos in your life is often a preparation phase. It is a clearing stage designed to make space for what is coming. Even neuroscience and psychology confirm this pattern. Studies show that human resilience strengthens the most under pressure. That period when life feels impossible, the time when everything seems to be collapsing, is often when your deepest growth takes place. Imagine someone working tirelessly day after day, only to find that their efforts are insufficient. Bills accumulate, responsibilities multiply, challenges seem unending. Every day feels like climbing a mountain without rest. Yet, beneath the surface, something extraordinary is happening. Every moment of struggle is building inner strength. Every challenge is forging the foundation for the blessings waiting for you. The test and the transformation are inseparable. You cannot have one without the other. And the harder the challenge, the closer the breakthrough usually is. Consider a young woman overwhelmed by financial struggles. She worked tirelessly, giving everything she had, but nothing seemed to add up. Her apartment was littered with overdue bills, and she feared she might never catch up. She felt like she was sinking, that her life was unraveling. Then, unexpectedly, an old friend reached out, someone she hadn't spoken to in years, and offered assistance, covering exactly what she needed. What seemed like collapse was actually preparation. What felt like an ending was the beginning of a miracle she could never have predicted. These moments remind us that struggle is often a sign that something deeper is shifting. On the surface, life may appear to be falling apart, but internally, alignment is quietly taking place. Old habits, routines, and limitations are dissolving, making space for new opportunities and blessings to emerge. Most people assume that hardship is punishment, that the universe is testing them to see if they will fail. This is not true. The universe stretches you, not to break you, but to prepare you to receive what is already on its way. A bigger blessing requires a stronger foundation, and that foundation is built in moments of discomfort, of pressure, and of challenge. The intensity of the test often indicates the magnitude of the blessing that is coming. After every storm, subtle signs begin to appear. Hints, nudges, coincidences, and gentle feelings that indicate your miracle is on its way. You may already have noticed these signs and not realized their meaning. A strange inner calm, a repeating phrase, a chance encounter, or a recurring opportunity. These are not accidents. They are signals. The universe rarely shouts. It whispers, and whispers repeat until we finally notice. Think about your life. How often have you felt an internal push to try something different, only to dismiss it because it didn't feel practical? How many times has someone offered advice that aligned perfectly with your thoughts, and you brushed it off as coincidence? These nudges carry meaning, and often you only understand them in hindsight. Looking back, you may realize that they were pointing you toward your miracle all along. Consider a man whose passion has always been photography. He told himself it wasn't realistic, so he stayed in a job he disliked. Yet life kept sending subtle hints, invitations to take pictures at events, a neighbor mentioning a part-time opportunity, even social media ads about photography. At first, he ignored them, but the universe was quietly guiding him toward the path he was meant to follow. Carl Jung described this as synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that seem unrelated but carry deep significance. Life often arranges events, people, and opportunities in ways that guide you. For instance, someone considering a career change may hear the same advice from multiple strangers within a single week. One shares their success, another discusses the rewards, and a third offers a hands-on opportunity. This is not random. It is alignment. The universe is saying, this is your path. Sometimes the clear signs are internal, not external. Have you ever felt calm and anchored even when the world around you seemed chaotic? That inner peace is one of the most powerful indicators that something good is coming. It is not wishful thinking. It is alignment. Intuition strengthens before circumstances catch up. That quiet certainty is your inner compass, adjusting and guiding you toward the right direction, even if your eyes cannot yet see the shift. Science confirms this as well. Neuroscience shows that clarity arises when the mind moves from stress into calm awareness. In this space, decisions become easier, direction becomes clear, and the path forward reveals itself. When sudden peace replaces panic, it is not random. It is your mind, body, and spirit aligning with the path being prepared for you. A student nearing graduation felt overwhelmed by expectations, unsure of his next step. Every night brought restless thoughts and anxiety. Then, one morning, he woke with calm certainty. No external change had occurred. The circumstances were the same. Yet internally, he knew the next step to take. Later, opportunities aligned perfectly with his newfound clarity. A woman struggling with anxiety tried every method to quiet her mind. Walks, journaling, talking with friends. Nothing worked. Until, one morning, she awoke with a sense of anchored peace. The fear was gone. Clarity emerged, and within weeks, doors opened that matched her internal guidance. This is how alignment works. Like a GPS, your spirit recalculates silently, even when you miss a turn. You don't see the new route until it's ready, but the adjustment has already occurred. The calm that seems to arrive unexpectedly is not meaningless. It is your GPS updating, preparing you for the new path. Even neuroscience supports this. When stress subsides and awareness rises, clarity emerges. Decisions become simple. Direction becomes clear. Peace is not false reassurance. It is alignment. Every challenge, every storm, every subtle signal, every moment of inner calm, they are not random. They are signs of preparation, signs that your miracle is closer than you think. You are already walking toward it. Every struggle, every setback, every whisper of guidance is moving you closer. The universe is working behind the scenes to create the conditions for your breakthrough. Even hearing this message right now, that is alignment. That is proof. That is a signal that something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. Trust the process. Pay attention to the whispers. Follow your inner compass. Your miracle is already on its way. You just need to open your heart and your awareness to receive it.